Let's jump right into it. The biggest news on Monday today, Dante Moore flips from Oregon to UCLA. This one we kind of saw coming. Uh, Big flirtation when Bo Nix announced he was coming back last night. You had to think that that was the final nail in the coffin. Big one for UCLA. I mean, this has got to be Chip Kelly's biggest recruiting win since he's been there at UCLA.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was sort of in motion for a little while here. He took that visit. And I think when Kenny Dillingham left, that, Dan Lanning got on a plane and went to Detroit and tried to keep Dante Moore. That was going to be a tough sell. So he was so close with Kenny Dillingham. It was one of the biggest reasons why he went to Oregon. And then Chip Kelly came in and got him on campus. Now, Chip Kelly's not going to be this big recruiter kind of going nuts, going crazy for guys, but he made Dante Moore a priority. I think the job that he's done with Dorian Thompson-Robinson over the last many years and making him a very, very talented quarterback also helped. This is definitely a huge, huge flip, pretty much the biggest one in the 2023 class so far. And he can step in basically from day one and compete for that starting job. Ethan Garbers will be in that discussion, but I think Dante Moore is at a different level. I think that was also being sold to him that DTR played for so long there and early. Dante Moore is far ahead of where DTR was at the same stage. So this is definitely a huge flip for them and for that offense moving forward.
Yeah, this is kind of the first one that I really thought like, hey, this is Dante Moore realizing I'm going to be in the Big Ten. I'm going to get to go back home and play a lot of games where my family can see me. And we have to kind of change our thinking because you almost forget that UCLA is going to be in the Big Ten for most of his career.
Yeah, and I think the Board of Regents had that issue with the state and all that kind of stuff, and they were holding back with the Big Ten, but then that went through, and that definitely helped. And like you said, he not only will be returning, we'll see the schedules, but Michigan State, but Ohio State, all across the Midwest. So he's essentially going to a Big Ten team by the time he really gets going in his career, but it's just further away. So he'll play half of his games pretty close to where everybody can see him in Detroit, and so I think that definitely had at least a small factor in this as helpful.